What's up? Hey guys, it's Ivan. In this video, I want to show you how to record and edit your videos using Camtasia. You may have noticed I have a green screen behind me, and that is because I'm using Screencast-O-Matic to record this video, so I can show you how to record using Camtasia. But if you do want to see and learn how to use Screencast-O-Matic to make the recordings, check out my other video. I will link it up above. That being said, let's get straight into it. As soon as you open Camtasia, you will see your project menu that looks something like this. Okay, it's going to be empty. You will have no media files. So if you already have some MP3 files that you want to import, you click Import Media, and you're going to import the files right here. For us, we're going to record our screen like I have been doing in all of my videos. So I'm going to click Record here on the top left. I'm going to move my Screencast-O-Matic out of the way. And we should see this little window open up. Pretty straightforward. You can change what dimensions of the screen you want to record. So for instance, if you want to record 720, 1280 by 720, you select that and you can do it like this. You can see a little thing here in the middle. That is what you can drag, okay? But you're not limited to only this. So you can kind of select the option that you want to record, okay? You're not limited to just that 1280 by 720. And once you select your field, that's it. That's your field that you're going to be recording. Only this. Anything above that, you will not see, okay? Suppose you want to go back to full screen. You select here, click full screen. Simple as that. The other thing is I wanted to show you real quick. If you want to maintain the same dimensions, so as you can see here, I'm moving this and it doesn't maintain the dimensions. If you want to maintain dimensions when you change the area, click this little lock here, so lock it. And then once you lock it, as you can see, I can no longer, when it moves, it saves those dimensions, okay? So just something for you to keep in mind. But that's it. So we're going to keep this at full screen. That's what our videos are. And if you're making recordings like me, this is the option that would make sense. Camera on, camera off. If you don't want a camera, you just click this option here. And camera's off. If you want camera, camera's on. Now I'm already using my Logitech camera. That's why this camera, that's just the laptop camera. But you select your camera over here and you see what it looks like right over here, which is pretty awesome. You can adjust yourself before you actually do the recording. Unlike Screencast-O-Matic, you do not see yourself while you record like I'm seeing myself. I'm actually seeing what I look like as I record. I do not see that with Camtasia, okay? So with Camtasia, you can only see the recording after you record, and then when you look at yourself, and you can see, oh, hey, you know, I shouldn't have done that, or this actually doesn't look good. Let me go back in. So this is very important for you. Microphone, obviously, you choose your mic, whichever mic you have. Pretty straightforward. If you don't want a mic, you just click that, and no mic, okay? I'm going to turn it on. System audio, this is if you have like music playing in the background, like YouTube music from the recording that you're doing, and you want to show that, then you keep this on. If you don't want any sounds coming from the computer while you record, you turn it off, okay? Straightforward. These effects, you know, we can spend hours going through every single one of these. I don't use them myself. So you can just go ahead and click record, and let's record, I don't know, 5 to 10 seconds and just see what we can do with that clip. So there's going to be a countdown, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we're going to record. We're going to be talking. We have to do this. We have to do that. Okay, once you're done, you have to, well, in my case, I'm clicking the Windows key, and I have to select this option here, and I'm going to click stop. Okay, you can also click edit, or the little, you saw that little back arrow thing, the little circular arrow. That means delete and start over. Okay, so you can do that. So let me move myself a bit out of the way here. So this is the recording that was, okay, so this is the media file that was just added here as we did the recording. So it's right here. And we can go in and we can edit all this now. So this is the voice part of it, this one right here, the part where we were talking. This is the actual screen, okay? So if I remove this, I'm going to remove all the voice, and I'm actually going to remove this. So if I remove that, the face is gone too, okay? I'm going to Control Z on my Windows. By the way, if you're using Mac, your options might be a little bit different, okay? Windows has some features that Mac does not have, and vice versa. So as I go through a few of these editing features, keep in mind you might or might not see them, okay, if you're using Windows or Mac. So There's that. So we can keep recording again. We can record another session and add it. Let's suppose you forgot something. You forgot, sometimes in my videos I forget to record a few things. So we can record it again. Give it a second, just so I could show you. No. Okay, this one's going to be short. Let's go in here, click on this option here. And yeah, so here's that button I was talking about, which says just delete and start over. This is pause, and this is stop the video. We're done. We're going to add it as a clip. And now we're going to see the clip right there. In this case, because we already have a clip, this clip doesn't automatically show in. So I'm just going to zoom out a little bit, either by clicking this button here, or on my Windows, I'm going to click Control and the down arrow, and I'm going to zoom out. What I can do is drop this here, okay? And now I have two. Now, I could, yeah, so in that video we had that. Now, what I could do here is separate the audio and my face, okay? So I right-click here, and I click Separate Audio and Video. And now, if I delete this audio, you will see my face still stays. Okay, I'm going to Control Z to undo it. Okay, so there's that. That's pretty much it. Now what you're going to do is you're going to share. You're going to click Local File, and now you're going to want to export this, right? So you select what you want to export it as. You can also add or edit a preset. So you can create a new preset, name it whatever you want. Let's say test. And you can alter, the size, the dimensions, everything here. Yeah, so you deselect this and you enter your dimensions, stuff like that. And that's it. Once you do that, let's suppose I want to import it to my YouTube videos. I'm going to click Next, and you select the folder, you click Finish, and it will export this file in a folder containing all the parts that were contained, like all the media files that were part of it. You do still have to save the Camtasia project though. So it saves everything, including the MP4 file when you go here, but it doesn't save the project. So you do have to click, Save As, and save your actual Camtasia project, okay? I will briefly go over these editing options because the title of the video is how to record and edit. Let me know in the comments down below which specific parts you want me to show you how to use, because we can spend hours, right? There are courses on Camtasia. So I can't go over everything, but let's start with the first one, media. Here are all the media files that you either recorded or that you will import. You can click the little plus sign here and you can import more files. The library, this is your library of everything that you have. So let's look at the default library. So this is probably what you'll start off with, the default library. And you're going to just have all the images that you imported, right? And you can drag and drop images here. So I can take this image, add it here, and there you go. There's this image, right? That's how that works. Favorites, whatever you favorite. So I'll show you how to do that in a second. But whatever you favorite, put a little star on, you can access it through here. So if you're doing something over and over again, this is what you would do. Annotations, there are these little kind of boxes that show up. Like if you forget to say something, you add a box, like over here. You can add a box here. I can either drag and drop here or drag and drop in here, okay? So I'm just showing you what that's going to look like. So I can add a box here and maybe say, oops, forgot to mention in the video that actually, and then say whatever you want. On the right hand side is like your control editing panel. So the A stands for letters, okay? So this is where you edit the letters. So if I make this black, the letters are going to be black. Have to select all that. And then try it again. Okay. This is the box, the container box, so we can make it white. And then there's also the border, okay? So here you can select the border, and let's make the border black. So pretty straightforward. Play around with this, you'll get an idea. The same features apply for all the other ones, okay? Transitions, so you can add a transition, like if I add a fade to over here, for instance. If you go near the end of the videos, you can see it. Oh, oops, that face fades there. See, so let me add this to the end of the video, and then you can see that fade effect, right? And that's what that is. So you just pick whichever effect you want and apply it to whichever area you want. We have behaviors. This is kind of the same thing. This is also a fade, but there are a few different behaviors here. This is specifically like if you have, say, an arrow and you want an arrow to, jump up and down, you would use this instead of the transition, because the transition is more of a temporary. And a behavior is more of something that you can use for the entire duration. So if, for example, here we have this call out, I can use shifting. I can drag it here, and now as you can see, this entire behavior will, as you can see there, it moves slightly, right? So it's got this behavior for the entire duration. Animations, if you want to zoom in or out, okay, there's going to be a little arrow that comes up. So I can zoom in during this part, and as you can see, there are arrows. So what that does is it says that only during this part, it's going to zoom in, okay? Again, I can't go into too much detail how to use all this. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to make separate videos on any of these, and I will try to do so. Cursor effects is just cursor highlights. So some of my videos, you will notice I have a ring color to it. So if I click here and I change the color, well, let's keep it red, but you can select the color you want. Now every time I click, I don't think I click in this video actually, so I can't show you. I'm just going to delete these arrows here so that it doesn't zoom out so you can see the full screen. But what I did here is on a left click, whenever someone clicks their mouse, there's going to be a little circle showing up, okay? Over here, this is just a basic cursor highlight. So even without clicking, you're going to see like a big circle around your mouse. Over here, it's only with the left click, and over here, it's only with the right click of the mouse. You're going to see some sort of circle or effect or ripple effect over here, okay? What do we have next? We have voice narration. So you can include just a voice recording. You don't have to include the full screen. You can start just a voice recording if you want to squeeze something in there. These are some of the more advanced techniques. Again, we could cover in later videos if you need me to, how you can kind of add a voice recording smack dab in the middle while keeping everything else looking good. If you have scenarios or cases where you know you need that and you can't figure it out, let me know. I'll try to make a video. Audio effects. So here, these are just audio effects, like clip speed, for instance. So this one will speed up the process at which you talk. Okay, so for instance, well, the one I like is noise removal. Okay, so let me show you this one. So this one you can add here. Again, it applies to the whole thing, like the whole file that you have here. And what this does is you can now adjust the noise removal. So if you have something in the background, you can adjust it. The one I use is -20 and 10, but that's the one I use with my mic, okay? So you have to play around with it. You can use this analyze feature to analyze a certain part of a noise and then apply those results to the entire clip that you have here. For me, I figured out it's -20, 10. So whenever I have noise in the background, I put in noise removal, gets rid of that noise, okay? And then same thing here, you know, fade out, your voice is going to fade out. Clip speed, you're going to talk faster. So if I add this here, I can make this clip speed instead of 1, I can name it, let's say 2. Oops, my numpad is not on. 2, and now as you can see, the clip went down by half because now they're speaking twice as fast. Okay, so over here, you're going to see me speak twice as fast. That's how that works. Visual effects. Okay, so this is where the, what do you call it, green screen effect comes in. I'll show that in the next video. But these are just some options you have. Like if I add colorize, it's going to add like a little color to the back. You can adjust the color here. Let's say this color, right? And it's just going to kind of add these cool effects. So depending on the videos you do, if you're making a serious video, like a how-to video like I am now, you probably won't use most of these except remove a color. These are like slight edits that are not really required. They just beautify your video, okay? So if you're just starting out with YouTube, maybe don't bother with these. I started out, I had really crappy videos, but at least I started, I got everything out there. So maybe don't worry too much about these. Interactivity, so you can add like an interactive quiz. I haven't used this before actually, but what supposedly this does is you can like add a little quiz or something, and then as people click on buttons, you will take people to a specific URL or something like that. Now I tried it, it doesn't work with YouTube's, okay? So with YouTube, it takes off this interactivity feature, okay? So just keep that in mind, but that's what it's supposed to do. You fill in a quiz, you click buttons, it's going to take you somewhere. And then captions, you can add captions. If you are talking and you have like a text file of everything you said, you add a caption here and that's it. It's going to, you know, have the subtitles for you. That's all there is to it. I don't think I missed anything really. That's an overview of everything. So just again, don't forget to click local file, right? Share, local file. Select whatever you want. So the default, like for me at least, I used MP4. Click next, you select your, yeah, so see, it's going to say quizzes not included. So if you want to include the quiz, you have to save it as an MP4 with Smart Player. That one's going to include the quiz. So you select here. Now I'm just going to click back to make it simpler. Yeah, I'm going to click OK. And you select your folder, and it's going to save the MP4 file to that folder. So wherever it is here, just select that spot, go there, you're going to find it. That's all there is to it on how to record and edit with Camtasia. Again, let me know in the comments below if there is any specific option you want me to create a video on. I know the biggest demand was with green screen, so that's the next video I'm going to be doing. Aside from that, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out my Unbounce playlist where I teach you to make a landing page from scratch so you can use these awesome videos that you create, and my Google Ads playlist where you can actually start sending traffic to your page. Thanks again for watching. I will see you in the next video.